Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Hey, welcome back.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
The goddamn Russians again. Can't trust them. That's us.
That's me. My name is
Raiden.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Also, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion.
Wow.
What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
Bad man.
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Man, I love soup. Now I want soup. So you may be able to tell.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell.
That's not a snake.
And safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
So yes, that means we've completed the snake section of the game. We're not going to be playing snake anymore. But, trust me, it's good.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
I actually really like what they do here.
Is this a joint effort?
I won't spoil it until we get there.
Sound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
And yes, for the astute among you, that is Axel's voice actor from Kingdom Hearts.
Got it memorized?
Got it memorized? Got it memorized?
Got it memorized?
Got it memorized? Got it memorized? Got it memorized? Got it memorized? Got it memorized?
Got it memorized?
Got it memorized? Got it memorized?
Get it memorized.
Get it memorized. Get it memorized. So, you got the number memorized, do you?
We've got it memorized, Axel.
Good.
Got it memorized? Didn't get it memorized, huh?
This is Snake.
And the Colonel.
I'm now inside strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
Shitty.
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
You sound
Any
sedated.
problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
Wonder who that
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
Batman.
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Too many snakes.
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR.
Oh, look at you, you little
I feel like
nerd.
some kind of legendary mercenary.
Well, you're not.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep.
That was
When you
creepy.
hear that noise, press the select button.
Contact
The
you.
codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear
This
it.
is word for word what he says to Snake in the first
I'll
game.
contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
The stairs, you idiot.
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
The elevator, you idiot.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
Yeah, that's why they call it the skull suit, you idiot. There's a lot of pressure on my torso. He's such a little weed.
The circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
He reminds me of like that recruit who's just happy to be there. He's like, sir, yes, sir. Just happy to be here, sir. Alright, so yes, we are this guy known as Raiden. Not Raiden, not that guy from Mortal Kombat.
Never give up hope. At least not so early in the fight.
Raiden?
Who I will probably confuse him with. Not literally, but as in I will probably call him Raiden at some point. I know it's Raiden, but I will make that mistake. Oh, I just remembered. You see the way these bugs, like, very, very weirdly move? Yeah. I think these bugs have something to do with one of the bosses. I think one of them's like a bug person. I actually don't remember. But I feel like that's a thing. So, probably just gave you a major... Well, it's not really a major spoiler, is it? There's a weird boss in the game. Hang on a minute. Can I hang over here? Oh my god, look at that flipsy doodle. How do we do the, Is it... Yeah, there you go. So that's how you do the chin-ups. It's L2 and R2. I think you have to do like 100 or something. You see it says grip level 1. I can't remember what the max grip level is. I feel like it's only like 2 or 3 or 5. It might be 5. That's a lot of pull-ups. But, yeah, unless we have to, we're not going to mess around with that. I wonder if you can... Hang on a minute. Oh, you can dive! Oh, hell yeah, dude. I forgot that was a thing.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button.
Stroke
Push
it like
in
a kitty.
rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life
That was
gauge
weird.
while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Yeah, don't drown, you tool bag. Okay, so, inverted controls, love it. Wait, hang on. Wait, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, whatever. Oh my god, look at the size of our O2 gauge, man. Good lord. Right, what did he say? How did he tell me how to swim? Because, I don't seem to be able to move. I'm just saying, I can go up and down. Wait, why can't I swim? Hang on, give me a sec. Oh, here we go, okay. Apparently you just gotta hold it for longer than I was. Oh, hang on, there's something here. Wait, what? This thermal... God, it's really hard to see down here. Maybe if I put on the thermal goggles that I just got. You know, surprisingly, it actually kind of does help. Yeah, anyway, I did not realize the thermal... Much like when we picked up the thermal goggles in episode 2, I believe it was, with, you know, good old Solid Snake. Not Raiden Snake, or whatever he is. Whatever you are. Yeah. I didn't know the thermal goggles were down there. I mean, to be fair, I don't remember where any of the items are in Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear 1, I mean, we just played it, but, you know, before that, I could have still named you where most of the items were. Not all of them, of course, if you watched the playthrough. If you didn't, what's wrong with you? Go watch the playthrough. By the way, speaking of playthroughs, this is probably a time as any for me to address this. Some people have been asking, yo, are you gonna play Doom Eternal? Yo, are you gonna play Resident Evil 3? Yo, are you gonna play the Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yes to all of the above. However, I don't get paid until Thursday. The Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out Friday. Obviously, I'm recording this a few days earlier. It's probably going to be about Friday when you see this episode, maybe Thursday-ish, or thereabouts. So, point being, I will play Final Fantasy VII when it comes out. However, Doom Eternal and the Resident Evil 3 Remake, frankly, are going to have to wait, because video games are expensive, and I cannot afford to buy that. Oh, there's a ration over there. I cannot afford to buy that many at once, all in the same month. It's just unrealistic, so, I mean, I'll get to them. But, I mean, we're also still playing Neo on stream, and Neo 2 specifically. If you haven't seen my Neo 2 streams, check them out if you like watching me suffer, because you'll probably enjoy it. Okay, quick interjection with post-commentary. Basically, and I'll keep this short, I was very kindly gifted Resident Evil 3 by a viewer called Dijon Pequez? Dijon Pequez? He's from Switzerland. He said he doesn't mind if I mess up his name. Power Geyser. We'll go with that. Thank you. Very kind. So, yes, I will be doing that on stream at some point, as well as Final Fantasy 7 and Neo 2 on stream. We're going to keep recording Metal Gear Solid and Zelda. Back to the video. Alright. Ration Getor. Do I have to crawl all the way? Wait a minute. Hang on. Is this not like a gate? No, yeah. Ah. What if I could have just opened that from the other side? Maybe I didn't need to crawl through here. Let's find out, shall we? Now. Wait a minute, is that even the same gate that I just tried to open? This is not that important. We should not. Let's just carry on. So anyway, I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't. Wait a minute, what was that noise? Oh. Okay, I'm not doing that. What the hell? So as we heard, there's another intruder. I wonder who that could be.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov.
Ah,
Those
hey.
grenades, all his equipment is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
Isn't he dead?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake?
Am I high? Did Ocelot kill him?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but, I mean, he shot him, right? Like, did he... See, I don't remember. It's been so long, I don't know if he survived. I just assumed he didn't. But I suppose he could have done. So you're about to find out why I really like what they've done here. Obviously, we played the opening as Snake. Probably fairly obvious to you by now, looking at that
Dummy thick.
you'd know those arse cheeks anywhere. There's Snake. So you get to see Snake from the perspective of Raiden during the main part of the game, which I really like.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Got it memorized?
Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work.
The Irish guy from
There's a
Taken.
terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Wait, what?
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
That
Pull
was
up
so
the map of
random.
the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input.
Why are you explaining
These
it? He already
estimated
used it,
positions
apparently.
Are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing
Did you say
to practical
node?
use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
I had a girlfriend like that once. 3 feet high, blue.
How do I gain access?
The Smurf.
Just push the action button in front of the node.
The nerd?
The nanomachines in your body will take care
That
of the
was so
security
random.
clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know what was up with that nerd thing. That was incredibly random. But this brings me to a point I was going to make. I've been deliberating this. Yes, big word, I know. I've been check out the music. Pretty sweet. I've been deliberating this for a couple of days. Whether or not we're going to continue the no murder route. The answer is no. We're going to start just killing fools. Oh, there's a ration. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god, how cool is that? Okay, so instead of the tactical roll, we got like a freaking ninja flip. That's awesome. So we're going to start murdering fools, basically, hello. Because I think it'll be more interesting. Otherwise, most of the guns we can't use, you know?
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Oh.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized.
Make it your own ones, you
Everything
nerd.
find in the item box is clean.
I mean, you
should
node.
know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box
I know
are
those.
yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
So anyway, yes, as I was saying, I think we should... Now, what I will do is we'll try and do the no-kill on bosses, just so we can get that dog tag, just for the lols of it, you know? And for a little bit of an extra challenge, I suppose. But when it comes to regular dudes, I think it's much more entertaining if we just murder them. What am I... Oh, I'm supposed to be using the node, aren't I? I think it's much more entertaining if we just don't put restrictions on ourselves as far as that goes, because otherwise most of the weapons in the game we won't be able to use, and that's just not fun, you know? Okay then. I'm still weirded out by that node thing. Like, I don't remember that from the original. I don't remember that from my original playthrough. Oh. I guess I'm gonna put in my name. Hang on.
This is great! And all I've done is enter my name! Thrill House!
It's March 25th, 1960. That's my American impression. Apparently, I don't need to do an American impression, because apparently I sound American anyway, so I mean, I don't know. I was talking to a woman at work earlier. Yes, there's a woman there now. Shocking, I know. And, what with this? What's up with this? Alright, whatever. It's just the options menu. That's very strange. You can go back to the title screen. Why would I do that? It's crazy talk. But anyway, and pretty much the first thing out of her mouth was, "Are you American?"
The radar should be functioning now.
I was like, no.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel.
The tool?
The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Exactly the same as what he said to Snake.
It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
In other words, the last half of the first game.
Be available after touching the start button.
How do I save the mission data?
Oh, we have a map.
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Is it mailing?
Jack, is everything all right?
Damn it! What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose,
unfortunately,
you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is
Here's
going
my code
on?
name!
Raiden.
I'm Raiden!
The mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
Analyst in an accident.
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
What does he mean?
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I
By the
have
way.
conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission.
Oh.
And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see.
So many things I want to say, but I don't want to interrupt the
I
dialogue.
prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
God
All
damn
right,
it, you're blowing my cover.
Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96.
That was my link's number.
I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it
Raiden!
is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
So, you can probably tell that's his woman. Oh, they're waking up. And it's just occurred to me, I mean, you know, obviously it seems quite likely that... Oh, no, that's really bad. It seems quite likely this would have been obvious to me many years ago.
The enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
But apparently
Be
not.
careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
I'm trying, man, goddamn. Anyhow, so, Jack and Rose. It has only just occurred to me that has to be a Titanic reference. You want, mate? Oh, no. Are we safe here? Yeah, so, I mean, the characters in Titanic, right? Leonardo DiCaprio and the hottie that he paints naked, like one of his French girls. She was called Rose. That ain't no coincidence. Again, in the first game, you've got Campbell and Naomi on the same frequency, and that was supposed to be a Naomi Campbell reference. She's a model, in case you don't know. How are we gonna deal with this nonsense? Okay, no. So I think we should just book it to the elevator. Oh, now's our chance. Tactical roll. It's not really a roll, but just work with me here. We're gonna refer to it as a roll from now on, because tactical flip just doesn't quite have the same ring to it. The same roll to it, if you will. We got an ass like Snake. So the fact that his code name was Snake.
Call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Oh, credits!
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
Wait, what? I don't remember that. Gonna have luxurious hair.
Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker.
No, I
after he
didn't.
Blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
I don't remember Snake being the bad guy, but apparently they think he is. That's interesting.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
A
What
nerd?
about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
A quick reminder.
No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
The president we know is called Solidus. We know he's the third
shell
son.
is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding
Of liberty.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Yeah, like turtle shells.
Exactly.
Like
And
big
you're
shells,
on
if you will.
Strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
Birdies.
First,
Darkness.
Get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Right, so the other thing I wanted to mention was I didn't want to let this go amiss in case you didn't quite pick up on it, and you know, but you probably weren't paying attention is what I'm getting at. Without meaning to sound rude, you probably weren't paying attention. I forgive you for that. If you weren't paying attention, they said that Raiden, almost said Raiden. I swear you can like slip on the bird poop. Anyway, they said that he did a VR version of the Shadow Moses incident, which is very interesting. So he basically, hang on a minute. Oh, there you go. He basically played through. I swear you can punch these seagulls. Maybe I gotta be quicker. There you go. I'm trying to get Rose to be mad at me. If you start killing wildlife, she gets real pissed. Yes, anyway, so he played through the first game in VR. Well, I say game, I mean, to us it's a game, to him it was reality, but it wasn't because it was virtual reality, so essentially he was playing a game, which is really kind of a mindfuck when you think about it. Can I open these gates? No. Where in the bloody hell do I go, then? Wait, hold up. That is really subtle. He's probably gonna tell me, yo, there's a hole in the fence. Yeah, I see that now.
Raiden, look at that wire fence.
You motherfucker.
You may be able to crawl through it.
What? Imagine my
Drop
surprise.
down using the crawl button. Then push the left stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up.
Sounds really creepy when he gives me controls.
Crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind.
Okay, buddy, I'll keep that in mind. Let's go! Yeah, so when we get a gun, I'll come back and start murdering seagulls. Oh my god, what do you bloody want? Jesus. I mean, hello.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Who dat?
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception.
I can communicate with
Only
SEALs.
A few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Anyway. You ever, like, do something, you're like, oh, this is why everyone thinks I'm a wanker. Me doing an impression of a SEAL, but you know what? I'd rather be a wanker than a boring fuck. Anyhow, so. Check it out. Lockers. I wonder if there's...
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Understood. That guy hates his job. Like, I know the feeling. That's what people where I work sound like. They're like, understood. I gotcha. Bloody hell. I get it, mate. They don't really sound like that, but, you know. I can't do a British impression, apparently.
Colonel, I've located the node.
The node?
It's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Yoo-hoo! Oh, he's going that way. Alright, hold on. Yeah, club it, son! Oh, I missed! Oh, no! Get up, get up, get up, get up! Oh, he almost radioed in for backup. No, I don't think so, pal. Get your ass over here. Alright. Give him a bit of a cracking. Does his body stay there? Oh, no, it does. Oh, bollocks. It doesn't despawn like it. What do you want? Oh, crap! This is the worst timing for me to answer this.
Got one, I see. Don't leave him lying
Yeah,
around.
fucked him up, mate.
Hide the body as soon as possible.
Well,
When
I'm
his
trying.
comrades come back from the roof, you don't want him being found. If they do find him, They'll be on the alert and things can get difficult. When you take a hostile down, hide the body where a patrol is unlikely to come around. You can drag an enemy personnel's body. This is how to do it.
Alright, you know what, mate? Shut up. So, I was wondering for a moment, I was like, why are they still giving me... Oh, for bloody penises! Oh my god, there's so many of them. What? How did my cartwheel do nothing to you? Well, we've got an alert already. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, where am I? Somewhere else. I thought this is where I came from. Evidently not. But hey, we seem to have lost them, so that's nice. Completely forgot the point I was going to make. Oh, the tutorials. I think it's because you can skip the tanker section.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any...
I thought they were abolished.
And push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side.
Dude, that's some James Bond shit.
Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of
sideways?
All right.
Next gen gaming.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
God, I'm hungry.
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Now remember, apparently the president's called, what was it, James Johnson or something like that?
You serious?
Right, let's go have a look in here. I'm sure this won't go terribly. Now remember, the president we know is Solidus. We know he's also in league with what's-his-face. You know, the guy. Shalashashka. Ocelot, if you will. Because of the after-credits phone call between the president and the aforementioned Revolver Ocelot at the end of the first game. So, apparently, he is now like a prisoner, right? Or is he? This is the thing. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it seems quite unlikely. But what's going on? If he's a bad guy, why is he a prisoner? Is there two sets of bad guys? Possibly, I don't really remember. Let's check out the lockers. I don't think we really need to dunk his body over there right now. I don't think it's all that important. I feel like I checked. No, I didn't check these lockers. Did I? Did I check the lockers? I don't remember. Oh, there's a SOCOM. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I have missed the SOCOM. Alright, I don't see any pictures of ladies. That's disappointing. So it looks like we can't actually go in here, unless maybe we need a key card. Of course we do. Oh, you sons of bitch. Oh, give it to me. Oh, there you go. We found a lady. So, do we have the camera? We do not. Oh. So when we get it, we can come back, get a picture of it. See? Konami eyes. Alright, that's weird. I assume that's got to be a developer, right? That must be. Anyway, I guess my logic for her being a developer is like she's wearing clothes, so she's probably not a model. She's very pretty though. Don't get me wrong. If you're watching this, love, you're very attractive. Oh my God, there's a man on the roof. Hang on a minute. Oh, you bastard! You bastard! Hang on. An ass whooping of his life. Beautiful. Just gonna leave before the backup arrives. I think that will probably stop us getting in trouble. I don't really know. So I think that counts as you being spotted. I don't know if I've covered this. I feel like I probably did in the tanker section. But I believe that counts as you being spotted, which is different to an alert. Obviously, an alert is literally when an alert happens. Because in the first Metal Gear, the two were the exact same thing, I believe. Because they didn't have like a radioing system. So Yes. I think the two are counted separately. I believe to get the best ranks, you still need to not get really spotted a whole bunch, but obviously alerts are much worse in terms of your final, like, codename ranking score thingy-majigger. Also, we've been definitely going long enough for an episode, but we'll go very slightly longer, because, you know, I'm having a whale of a time. Don't want to stop, you know? Don't stop me now. Oh my god, I'm having such a good time. No, there's not. I'm having a ball. Yo, hang on a minute. Oh, the grating! This other guy's... Oh, did he radio in? Oh, he didn't. Oh, I love it. You got any booty for daddy? He's got no booty. Oh my god, that almost woke him up. So yeah, again, the grating, tap, 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 but you can flip over it, makes no noise. He's probably got radio in now. Yeah, the guy's like, I'm being beaten up. Help me. Well, crap. We are just getting in all kinds of trouble. So again, I don't think that counts as an alert. Weirdly enough, because it's just caution, they're just looking for us, which is different to when it goes red and it's like brr, brr, brr. Check it out. What does this remind you of? That's right, it's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre reference. That ass though. I'm kidding, it's probably supposed to look like the corridor from the first game where the ninja effed up all the guys. Is the ninja back? Is Grey Fox back from the dead again? You go the other way, Raiden. That many dead dudes? You hear people screaming and shooting? You turn around. For those of you that said, no, it's not the ninja, you were correct. This guy's very interesting. He's actually got, like, quite a deep backstory. Gross. He's also a fast bastard, in case you couldn't tell. Like how quick they call back up on me. On this guy, no. They're like, are you there? Are you sure? Sure you're okay? Me, they're like, ah! And they're like, ah! Quickly, back up! What's covering his nose? Do they smell? Have they been dead for a while? Or is he just grossed out? Oh, there's a bunch of maggots, so I guess they have. Slurpee. I want to suck your blood. Ah, ah, ah.
What are you?
Five today.
So when I first saw this 5 today thing, I thought that meant, like,
Or rather 6.
that was his birthday, until he says, or rather 6. So I think he's just counting people he's killed. Alright? So my question is, does he always do that? If so, shouldn't his chest be more scarred? Or maybe this is his first killing spree. I'd know those creepy glassy eyes anywhere. That's my ex-girlfriend, not the Smurf. Not blue enough.
Where is he?
I don't know why, but that made me laugh. Shouldn't the guns not work for Raiden?
Strange smell.
Wow.
You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
I assume he smells like the president, you know?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Look at our little scar. Adds character. Ah, you probably wouldn't be able to use the gun anyway. Yes, the guy who sucks blood is called Vamp. Which, I mean, it is inherently silly, but it's a Japanese video game.
I'm not an enemy. Calm down.
Trust me, he's a pretty cool character.
My name is Pliskin.
Pliskin.
Boy Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Pliskin is a movie reference. I believe Solid Snake is actually based on Pliskin originally.
I'm not a full Pliskin.
Call me Snake. Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
My eyes are up here, big boy.
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded.
Huh?
Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
Is this a PS1 game?
Training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced
VR. Huh?
So that's from the VR missions.
In every way.
The spin-off game, I think.
Digital age. That's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
Which is a pretty good game, by the way.
VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
That's a lot of snakes. I thought there were a lot in Metal Gear already, goddamn. Yeah, anyway, the footage in that cutscene there originally
so you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
looked like a really old shooter. Before it went to the live action stuff.
What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
Yeah.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
Son! Half you ain't gonna get that reference, I know. It's Metal Gear Rising reference.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
You didn't tell me the J.G. part.
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
He said Iroquois.
Too late for that.
Wait, no, hang on. Where did he get? Is J.G. Pliskin the movie guy? Where'd that come from?
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
That's what made him freak out. Not, you know, the vampire that is insanely fast. spinning circles, deflecting bullets.
Give me a few minutes.
That didn't get a what the
Must have
hell
lost
from
a
him.
few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp.
Vamp.
He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
Okay, I'm confused. Is George...
The incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
So...
Snake is dead.
And buried.
Is George Sears the same as James...
What about the other
Johnson, or whatever his name was?
I saw Russian equipment too.
The current president. Are they the same person? I thought they were.
Military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here?
This seemed like fun.
Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy.
Hooray! We get 6.
Take this too.
Now we can develop a deadly habit.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Great voice acting.
To answer him?
See, I think it's criminal that someone like that gets a job as a voice actor, but I can't. Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some kind of bad dream.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me.
Isn't that Miller's
You're
contact
using
number?
nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
I mean, he's dead. We know that. But I'm just saying, wasn't that Miller's from the first game? I mean, they do reuse codecs a lot, but that's interesting. It's like he's our master now.
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Shut up, Snake.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Parents gave you a code name?
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Oh, he probably means the Jack thing. And we know... Actually, do we know that his name's David? Did he tell that to Meryl? His name's David. I think he did say that to Meryl. Either way, he says it to Otacon in what I assume is the canon ending for Metal Gear 1. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm actually going to split the episodes here. So I'm going to keep going and then split into 2 episodes. However, I've got to really quickly reset the recording, and we should take the opportunity to save whilst we're at it. So let's do that really quick, and then we'll oh god, we got to talk to Rose. I'm not going to lie, I can't stand Rose. She's always nagging Jack.
What's up, Jack? Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still
See?
don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
So...
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You're a constant
I'll do
disappointment.
everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
Analyze
It has
this,
to do with
dick.
Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
Oh, Jack, it's huge!
Mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Alrighty, thank you very much for watching. That's going to do it for today's episode. This is going to be a weird, smooth, jazzy outro because I just kind of feel like it. If you enjoyed the episode, please do remember to click the like button, leave a comment, etc. Helps out a great deal to promote the video. This is weird, but I'm going to keep going. If you would like to become a patron, you can do so over at patreon.com/MrAndersonLP, linked in the video description. And thank you very much to the following patrons this month. We have KP Shadows Squirrel, Pedro Marquez, Hitbox, Blackwolf8994, Philip Rep, George Blackwell, Lewd Smoke Soldier, Trent123, Luna Parker, Rex Burham, Trinigan334, Awena1997, Shadow Sephiroth666, Bully9, Nicarin, Bloodpire, Misjustice83, and that's everybody. Thank you, everyone. I love you dearly, and I'll see you next time for more Metal Gear Solid Dose.